Meeting and surpassing all audience expectations every day. Rush Limbaugh here behind the golden EIB microphone. To the phones, we start in St. Louis. This is it Lisa? Is that right? Lisa, great to have you on the program. Hi.
Thank you so much. You know, I really paused when you talked about what Trump was saying about Pelosi and Reid, that, you know, he's got a good relationship, he can work with them. They're the reason the country is in ruins, I think. They're the reasons the economy has been wrecked, I think, is because of Obamacare. They have done all of that, and it's almost like Trump is saying, you know, I'm going to work with them and make deals with them, and maybe the country will be less wrecked. The country will be less ruined. You know, if his campaign theme is to make America great again, that's not the way to get it done.
Yeah, I hear you. I think what's going on here, the entire interview features, and we have a ban on MSNBC, so I don't have any audio of this, and I'm not going to lift the ban for this. I can just easily tell you what they said. So, Cookie, don't go racing around there trying to get the video. This all happened in a conversation about Ted Cruz, in which Trump kept repeating how nasty Cruz is, and how nobody in Washington likes him, and how, therefore, nobody's going to cooperate with him if he's president. He's never going to be able to get anything done because Cruz can't make deals because nobody likes Cruz. He's just a nasty guy. He went on and on about what a nasty guy Cruz is. Here's what he said. He's a guy nobody likes and nobody trusts. He's a nasty guy. He says things that are very nasty, so I have to be nastier than him. And it's just one of those things. I've been in politics all my life, Trump said. I've been dealing with politicians all my life. So I think it's his attack on Cruz. And he may not, I don't know, he may not realize that this is not something his base supporters are going to get excited about. In fact, they may have red flags over it. I think he thinks he's just running, ripping Cruz and touting his own abilities over what he believes are Cruz's inabilities and deficiencies. And so either way, I mean, no matter how you cut this, it's going to give people like you and others who are for him some pause. I would have to. Right.
Well, you know, if Trump wins and he decides he's going to work with Pelosi and Reid, that means he's going to be working with, according to him, the losers. Why should he have to work with the losers? You know, it just sounds to me like he's doing great because he's really something different.
Yeah.
And I just wonder if it plays out. So
you got red flags because this does not sound like the guy who's been on the outside, who's carving a niche for himself that's different and divorced from the way things usually go on. And then you hear about this, anyway, he sounds like any other Republican, right?
Right. He sounds like an inside guy. He sounds like the guy in the closed door room.
Right. Well,
in the closed door meeting, I mean, you know.
Well, it's clear that he thinks that he is promoting himself, that he's touting a super qualification. And remember, the context is everybody hates Cruz. Nobody will let Cruz do anything. Nobody will work with Cruz because they distrust him. He's a nasty guy. He's going on and on and on about this. So Cruz is not going to be able to get anything done. But I, Donald Trump, I loathe these guys. I've made deals with these guys. I've lived around these guys. I can get things done with these guys. And whether he stopped to think how his base supporters are going to hear that, I don't know.
And, you know, it would be fine to make deals with people whose ideas are good. But if you're trying to make a deal with the people that gave us Obamacare that's been a drag on the economy, that's not good.
Yeah, look, I haven't changed. My sole interest in this is beating these people. My sole, it's at the top of my list of musts. If we are going to have a chance at changing the direction of this country that the left has actually been have us moving in for years prior to Obama. Obama just turned on the afterburners. The left, as I mentioned yesterday, owns the bureaucracy. No matter they win or lose the presidency, they're going to have career leftists that nobody knows. We don't know their names. We don't know how long they've been there, but they're going to be able to write regulations. They're going to be able to stop or support things on a whim. We have basically lost control over the regulatory agencies of this country. They operate solely unto themselves. Nobody's done anything to stop it, and the vast majority of them are leftists, and they've been there for years. Ditto the judiciary. Democrats, if they lose the White House, it's not a fun thing, and they're not crazy about it, but they can always fall back on the fact that they have the mechanisms in place to put all kinds of roadblocks in front of the Republicans. And they're there. So this is a long process that is if it's to be successful in changing the direction of the country. And it's not going to be involving making deals with these people. Not unless they are the ones that totally capitulate. And I don't see that happening. We are the ones that usually totally capitulate in a misguided effort to show the American people that they are wrong about what they think of Republicans. So the Republicans accept the branding. They accept that the criticism the Democrats have made is believed, and they operate on it from a purely defensive standpoint. Think the only way that they can grow is to agree with the Democrats. Therefore, people couldn't possibly think they're racist or sexist or bigots or whatever the other criticisms are. Because they're agreeable. They want to work with them. They want to show they can govern and they can be bipartisan. And that's supposed to change public opinion toward Republicans. And all it's going to do is secure additional continuing Democrat Party victory. So my top of my list throughout all of this has been these people have got to be stopped politically. They have got to be defeated. Working with them, cooperating with them, is not going to make a positive difference, secure positive change in any way. This has been my problem with the Republican establishment. I hear McCain say, I'm the guy on the across the aisle. Okay, check that one off the list. Not interested, not what we need, not helpful, not useful. Governor Christie, one that says, if I'm elected president, I'll listen to Democrats. If they got good ideas, I'll listen to them. Check it off the list. Not what's important right now. The evidence is in. Like you say, Lisa, these people have destroyed the country, and they are continuing to destroy the country. The evidence, we don't have to speak theoretically anymore. All we have to do is point to real life circumstances and explain to people, you want to know why you can't find a job? You want to know why your health care is a mess? You want to know why whatever's wrong is wrong? Democrat Party. Not a theory. Evidence is in. So working with them? Nope. Not helpful. Back after this. Don't go away. Yesterday, there were people who were worried that Trump was going to be an authoritarian, a dictator, kind of like Obama. He was going to be just doing what he wants to do, whether Congress cares or not. Now, today, people are worried that he's going to work with the other party, work with the Democrats.